First of all, how was the departure of these 2 children affected?
Good afternoon, Jeremy. I hope you can hear me.
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
There was the last few weeks, another staff from eNCA had contacted us to inform us about these 2 children. And we've been in contact with a mother called Shams, and she's been giving us daily reports of how bad the situation was getting inside Ghouta. Eventually, she said, please save us, take us out, do whatever you can. While she was talking to us, the Russians cut a deal with the fighters inside Ghouta. And the people inside were given safe passage. And over the last few days, between, I think, 20,000 or 80,000 people have been leaving. We asked Shams, when do you go? She said, look, there's a long list. Our name is on the list. And when it comes to our name, we will leave. Yesterday, of course, the list came, the name came, and around midnight last night, they left. Now, a journey that normally takes 3 hours under normal circumstances takes close to 20 hours. The first people took about 30 hours to get to safety. They were fortunate that they got to a place called Hama, which is a safe place, around 12 this afternoon. So it was a 12-hour journey. They were safe there, and in the meantime, we had made arrangements with our hospital and our team inside a place called Darkush. A driver was sent specifically to Hama to await Shams, her husband, and the kids. They are now, I can safely say, in the car with the driver and should be at our hospital within the next hour.
And do you have any indication, Dr. Sooliman, of what their condition is? Are they all right?
Well, you can see from the tweets they send out and from the communication with them, they are very strong-minded people, both the lady Shams and even the kids. The small kid Noor, at that age, very strong-minded, strong-willed, very clear of what they want, very clear of what they've seen, very clear of the circumstances inside Ghouta and all of Syria, and they're very pleased that they're coming to safety. But it was very sad when we spoke to her 2 days ago. She spoke to Anas Al-Hamati, who was the guy, the Yemeni guy who took Yolanda Koki out from Yemen. And they told him, you know what, all our life, we've only lived in Ghouta. We don't know any life outside Ghouta. We don't know any family outside Ghouta. Where are we going to go to? Where are we going to stay? Who are we going to be with? What are we going to do? So Anas tells her, right now, safety and security is paramount. Get out of Ghouta, and we will make the arrangements for you and try to have as many other people as possible. And, be fine, you'll be fine, you'll be safe. And she's ecstatic now that we followed up on our promise that a driver met her in Ghouta, in Hama, and they're on the way to the hospital. Obviously, when you cross to them live later on, you will see for them yourself what they have to say.
Explain to us, Dr. Sooliman, once they arrive then in Hama, they will be examined, but what of their immediate future then? What happens after that?
So not Hama, once they reach Darkush, from Hama they will reach Darkush. We've already arranged a house for them. We have a house for them. We've hired many houses already in preparation for the exodus of refugees, 200,000 at the moment. Of course, they all will not come to Darkush. They will go to Idlib and other parts of Syria. But those that come, we've got houses ready for them, and also for somebody very, very special. His name is Dr. Sakar. Dr. Sakar is the teacher, the medical school teacher of Dr. Ahmed Gandour, who is the head of the Gift of the Givers Hospital inside Darkush. So our house has been prepared for Dr. Sakar also when he comes out. We don't know when that's going to be, according to his name on the list. But to answer your question, housing, food, medical care, all types of support will be extended to Shams, her husband, and the 2 kids, and to all the other refugees that come to the area who we can house. We've already taken a land where we're looking at putting up shelter for the many thousands that will come in the region.
And that's exactly it, isn't it? Because while this story is heartwarming and also symbolic of perhaps a bigger picture, it puts a face on a real tragedy, there are many other children who I imagine have been left behind, Dr. Sooliman, who will not be as lucky as these 2. Yes,
and I don't want to make it a sensationalist through one person only, because like Shams and her kids, as you mentioned, there's thousands suffering the same fate. Not today. It's been happening for the last 7 years. And we try to reach to as many people as possible, help as many people as possible. We were preparing not for Shams. We're preparing for all of those we can help. We're sending more supplies to the hospital. We're expanding the hospital. We're looking at putting up 5 additional tent facilities in our second hospital called Al Hilal. 2 trucks are already entering the border of Syria with loads of food. 500 food parcels are ready already for 500 families. Hygiene packs are ready. And of course, these houses have been hired for people. Our feeding center, the kitchen, is well stocked up with food to prepare meals for those that come. And as I said, we took a land and we're hoping to put shelter on that land. But this is only a drop in the ocean, and it's only a very few that we can help compared to the amount that need to be helped and those that need help before they came out of Ghouta. The other refugees who are there who are not from Ghouta, there's thousands. I mean, there's millions of people who require assistance in Syria, and we all have to club together to do the best we can.
I suppose that it's going to be difficult going forward for these 2 young girls as well, adapting to a life of a little bit more freedom and perhaps not having to look over their shoulder all the time. The process of mental rehabilitation is going to be difficult, isn't it?
Yes, trauma counseling is going to be a key element in this kind of situation, as it is for many people inside Syria. And by extension, I'll give another story. Many of the refugees said they want to go as close as the Turkish border as possible. And we asked why. They said we have guarantee that no Air Force planes will come and bomb us and shoot missiles at us and bomb us as we're close to the Turkish border. We don't care if there's no house, no tent, nothing. Even if it's the open air and open land and no covering, all we want is safety. Yeah, and as you're right, now Sham's children are in safety, she is in safety, but obviously they're going to play a big role to see how they can help their fellow Syrian citizens, because by telling the story to the world, they were making the world aware of what was going on inside Ghouta. And since the 26th of February, they were assisting us in distributing flour, meat, milk powder inside Syria, and they probably will play a helping hand, maybe in our kitchen, inside Darkush, to help as many people as possible, so they know their purpose is continued.
Dr. Sooliman, just a final question to you. You talk about bringing their story to the world, and that part of this whole saga is fascinating in itself, because these 2 Syrian sisters used Twitter to tell the world of their plight. It also demonstrates that in spite of all the negativity that we read about social media right now, sometimes it has a happy ending. Yes, I mean, in every instrument in life that you use, there's good and bad. It's the way you put it to use. A knife could be used to cut bread, or it could be used to kill somebody. Social media is the same. You could put positive stories out, and you can use it to destroy other people. It's just the person that uses it, his own intent, his own spirituality, and his own makeup that makes it good or bad.